Thinking about visiting Japan? Here are 10 things you absolutely need to know before you go. I just got back, and trust me, I made a ton of mistakes that cost me time, money, and some pretty awkward moments. I'm talking about everything from accidentally offending people to literally not being able to buy a bottle of water because I didn't have the right payment method. It was insane. But don't worry, I went through all that so you don't have to. I've put together the ultimate guide to navigating Japan like a pro, even if it's your first time. Today we're going to count down the top 10 most critical tips that will completely change your trip. We're going to cover everything from money, to food, to how to not get lost on the world's craziest train systems. Every single one of these tips is something I wish I knew before I landed. Seriously, tip number 5 alone could save you from a major headache. Coming in at number 9 is a big one. Respecting local customs. Japan is a country built on respect, and there are a lot of unwritten rules that we, as foreigners, can easily break without even realizing it. The first and most obvious one is bowing. You don't need to do a super deep formal bow, but a simple nod of the head or a slight inclination of your back when saying thank you or sorry goes a very long way. Another huge custom is taking off your shoes. If you see a raised entryway and a row of shoes, that's your cue. This applies to people's homes, many traditional restaurants, temples, and even some hotel rooms, ryokans. They will often provide slippers for you to wear inside. Pro tip: wear socks that don't have holes in them. Walking into a tatami mat room with your outdoor shoes on is a massive sign of disrespect. Then there's the concept of volume. On public transportation, like the super quiet and efficient trains, people do not talk on the phone. They don't have loud conversations. It's considered rude to disturb the peace of others. I saw tourists getting some serious side-eye for FaceTiming their family on a packed subway car. Also, pointing with your index finger is considered rude. If you need to indicate something or someone, you use an open hand, gesturing gently in the direction. Similarly, when you hand someone money or a credit card, it's customary to use both hands. They will likely return it to you with both hands as well. At number 8, we have a tip that could literally save you from going hungry. Cash is king. I went to Japan thinking my credit card would work everywhere, just like in the US or Europe. I was so wrong. I walked into this amazing-looking little tempura spot, ordered a feast, and when it came time to pay, I confidently pulled out my Visa. The owner just shook his head and pointed to a tiny, handwritten sign in Japanese. You would be shocked at how many places are still cash only, especially outside of the big modern department stores or hotel chains. We're talking about incredible ramen shops, local markets, street food stalls, smaller temples, and even some ticket machines. Once you're in Japan, the best place to withdraw more cash is at a 7-Eleven. Yes, the convenience store. Their ATMs are magical. They are open 24/7, have an English menu, and accept almost all international cards. Don't waste your time trying to find a traditional bank. Just find the nearest 7-Eleven. Number 7 is a huge one for your sanity and your wallet: understanding public transportation. Japan's train and subway system is honestly the best in the world. It's clean, it's efficient, and it is always, seriously always on time. But it can also be incredibly intimidating. Looking at a Tokyo subway map for the first time is like looking at a plate of multicolored spaghetti. Your first best friend is Google Maps. It's shockingly accurate for navigating the train systems. It'll tell you exactly which line to take, what platform number to go to, how much it'll cost, and even which car to board. The second best friend is an IC card, like a Suica or Pasmo card. Think of it like a rechargeable debit card for transportation. You just tap it on the gate when you enter and tap it again when you exit. Now, let's talk about the Japan Rail Pass, or JR Pass. This is a special pass only for foreign tourists that gives you unlimited travel on most Japan Railways trains, including the famous Shinkansen bullet trains. Alright, at number 6, we have a tip that will save you from a very specific and strange problem: what to do with your trash. In most countries, if you finish a drink or a snack, you just look for the nearest public trash can. In Japan, you will look, and you will look, and you will find nothing. The culture in Japan is that you are responsible for your own trash. You are expected to carry it with you until you get home or back to your hotel. This brings us to the second part of this tip: recycling. Japan takes recycling extremely seriously. When you do find a set of bins, they will be very specific. You are expected to sort your trash correctly. For plastic bottles, you're even supposed to remove the cap and the label and put them in separate bins if available. It might seem like a lot of work, but it's why the country is so clean. We're at the halfway point with number 5, and this is a big one for anyone who wants to experience a core part of Japanese culture: onsen, or natural hot springs. Going to an onsen is one of the most relaxing and amazing things you can do in Japan, but it comes with a very strict set of rules. If you break them, you will stand out in the worst way possible. The first rule, and this is non-negotiable, you must wash yourself thoroughly before you get into the hot spring water. You sit on the stool, scrub yourself completely with soap, and then rinse off every last bubble. You'll be given a small towel, often called a modesty towel. Most people either place it on their head or set it on a rock by the side of the bath. Rule number 3 is about tattoos. Historically, tattoos in Japan are associated with the Yakuza. If you have tattoos, you need to do your research. Some onsens are becoming more lenient, especially in tourist-heavy areas. Number 4 is all about food because, let's be honest, that's a huge reason we're all going to Japan. First up, the most fun rule. When you're eating noodles like ramen, udon, or soba, you are encouraged to slurp them loudly. It's not considered rude at all. So go ahead, embrace the slurp. Next, a very important one. Do not tip. Tipping is not a part of the culture in Japan, and trying to leave a tip can actually be seen as confusing or even insulting. The biggest chopstick rule is to never, ever, stick your chopsticks upright in your bowl of rice. This is only done at funerals as an offering to the deceased, so it has very strong negative connotations. When you're not using your chopsticks, place them neatly on the chopstick rest, or hashioki, if one is provided. Coming in at number 3 is a tip that will change your life in Japan. Convenience stores, or konbini, are absolutely amazing. Forget what you think you know about convenience stores in your home country. In Japan, they are on a completely different level. They are clean, they are everywhere, and they offer an insane variety of high-quality food and services. You can get everything from onigiri, those rice balls with different fillings, to delicious sandwiches with the crust cut off, to bento boxes with full meals like tonkatsu or grilled fish. But it's not just about the food. You can buy tickets for museums and concerts, send packages, print documents, use clean restrooms, and connect to free Wi-Fi. Try the egg salad sandwich, it's famous for a reason. The konbini is more than just a store, it's an essential part of the Japan travel experience. Our runner-up tip at number 2 is all about staying connected to the internet. In our modern world, being without data is like being without a map, a translator, and a lifeline all at once. And in Japan, having reliable internet is an absolute necessity. You essentially have 2 main options: renting a pocket Wi-Fi device or buying a tourist SIM card. Pocket Wi-Fi acts as your personal hotspot. You can connect multiple devices at once, which makes it great for groups. The connection is usually fast and reliable. Your second option is a data-only tourist SIM card. This is great if you're traveling solo and only need to connect one device. It's often cheaper, and you don't need to carry extra gadgets. Having your own connection means you can use Google Maps to escape the labyrinth of Shinjuku Station, use Google Translate to read a menu, or look up temple hours on the fly. And here we are, the number 1 most important tip for visiting Japan, the one that can elevate your trip from great to a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Check the seasonal events and festival calendar before you book anything. Japan has an incredible number of festivals, or matsuri, and seasonal events happening all year round. Think about the seasons. In spring you have the world-famous cherry blossoms, or sakura. Seeing entire parks covered in pale pink flowers is breathtaking. In autumn you have the equally stunning fall foliage, or koyo, where the maple leaves turn brilliant shades of red, orange, and gold. In summer there are spectacular fireworks festivals, hanabi, and lively street festivals like Gion Matsuri in Kyoto. In winter, the Sapporo Snow Festival features gigantic, elaborate snow and ice sculptures that are unbelievable works of art. Imagine you stumble upon a parade of people in ancient costumes carrying a massive, ornate portable shrine, mikoshi, surrounded by the sounds of drums and flutes. This is not something put on for tourists, this is deeply ingrained, living culture. So before you book your flight, do a little research. Look up Japanese festivals followed by the month you want to go. A simple search can reveal an event that could become the absolute highlight of your trip. And that's a wrap. Those are the 10 things you absolutely have to know before you visit Japan. From slurping your noodles to always carrying cash, these tips will make your trip so much smoother and more enjoyable. Japan is one of the most incredible, beautiful, and unique countries on the planet, and being prepared just lets you soak it all in without any of the stress. I honestly can't wait to go back and explore even more, maybe for a winter festival next time. I poured everything I learned from my mistakes into this video, so if it helped you out, do me a huge favor, and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next adventure. And I want to hear from you. If you've been to Japan, What is your number one tip? Drop it in the comments below to help out everyone else in this amazing community. Let's build the ultimate Japan travel guide together. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope you have the most amazing, incredible, life-changing trip to Japan. It's a special place and I know you're going to love it. Stay safe, travel smart, and I'll see you in the next video. Sayonara.